We all want the best for our kids. We cheer from the sidelines, we drive them to training, and we dream of their success. But here's a question we rarely ask. Are we helping or are we interfering? In youth sports, the role of a parent isn't to coach. It's not to push, shout, or micromanage every moment. It's to guide, support, and most of all, to listen. The real role of a parent is not to be the expert, it's to be the emotional anchor. Your child will have good games and bad ones. What they need is someone who accepts them fully in both. Instead of shouting instructions from the stands, ask them what they learned after the game. Instead of criticizing mistakes, celebrate effort, discipline, and courage. And here's the truth. Kids who feel supported, not pressured, are the ones who stay in sports longer. They're the ones who develop confidence, resilience, and leadership. Take a moment and ask yourself, am I helping my child grow or am I projecting my own needs onto their journey? Great parenting in sports isn't about creating champions. It's about raising good humans, confident, accountable, balanced. So many sports parents today are unknowingly doing too much, shouting instructions, correcting every movement, even acting like sideline coaches. But what if your child doesn't need more advice? They just need you to listen. In this segment, we talk about how active listening builds trust, confidence, and emotional safety for young athletes. It's not about knowing the game, it's about knowing your kid. What does real listening look like? Eye contact, not distraction, reflection, not reaction, presence, not pressure. Listening helps athletes process tough emotions, handle loss, and come back stronger. Just look at the greatest, whether it's in tennis, football, or basketball. The ones who thrive are the ones with parents who create emotional stability. This segment is rooted in principles from my book, Parental Coaching Guidelines, a guide every sports parent should have in their hands. Stefanos Tsitsipas has often spoken publicly about the intense involvement of his father in his career, sometimes as a coach, sometimes too much as a coach. There have been moments where this blurred line between parent and coach was criticized by commentators and fans. Yet Stefanos has also expressed deep love and emotional connection with his family, especially in tough moments. This duality perfectly highlights the theme: when does support help and when does it hurt? Discipline is essential in sport, but when it becomes punishment, it can destroy a child's confidence and love for the game. Learn how to instill resilience, responsibility, and grit without fear or shame. The goal isn't blind obedience, it's building young leaders. The difference between discipline and punishment. Why yelling, threats, or silent treatment backfire on kids' performance. Examples of positive discipline techniques: setting clear expectations, natural consequences, e.g., not playing sus, not improving. Emotional regulation by the parent. How emotional safety helps mental toughness grow long term. A reminder, you're not just coaching an athlete, you're raising a human. Carlos Alcaraz. He's known for his strong emotional control, maturity, and respectful demeanor on court, despite his young age. Coaches and commentators praise how well his team and parents manage pressure, avoiding toxic behavior often seen in youth sports. He just competed at Roland Garros French Open, making him a timely figure. When we talk about building mental toughness without breaking your child, we should take a page from the parents and coaching team behind Carlos Alcaraz. He's proof that you can be fiercely competitive and mentally tough without emotional damage or sideline drama. As we've seen through the rise of stars like Carlos Alcaraz, the journey to greatness doesn't just depend on talent. It thrives on stability, trust, and strong emotional support, often built from the sideline, not the spotlight. Your role as a parent is not to coach every move, but to create the conditions where your child can grow resilient, confident, and self-driven. That means cheering effort over outcome, showing calm in moments of pressure, modeling respect for referees, opponents, and your own child. When you embody those values consistently, you're not just building an athlete, you're building a leader. In our books, we dive deeper into these principles, offering real strategies and simple frameworks to help you show up as your child's greatest advantage, not added pressure. Because the truth is, the best athletes come from homes that understand how to balance ambition with care, and you can be that kind of parent, starting today. Keep showing up with intention, keep learning, and remember, from the sideline, you can shape the next champion.